Hey, Bookish Oracle here, and boy do I have the reading for you. This energy, firefly energy, is very telling. They seem to be watching and being drawn to, almost in an obsessive way, to the nightingale that is just singing its beautiful song and expressing itself from what is in its heart. So you are following your own way. You have a genuine love for your hobbies, for the things you do, for the loved ones that are your allies, aligned with you. And this person or people involved are coming back around now. They are trying to see a way they can rush back in, but it seems to be something that they're not consciously calculating on doing. It seems like most of them just see this new glow to you and this light. They see your true value now once you've honestly started choosing yourself. That's when they see what they've missed out on. And for the first time in a while, they're able to finally realize, with regret, I feel, what they've missed out on. But as I said before, this similar energy appeared in my earlier readings. It seems that for most of you, this person, it's not that they have full clarity of what happened and they are not taking accountability. It seems they're not apologizing. They, at the moment, this is the current energy. Who knows how things might change. But since you have finally closed that door or started choosing yourself more, prioritizing yourself more, your self-expression has become more and more stable, and now you are getting new creative ideas and new and what these people, and let me just interrupt myself and say what these people, or some of these people, are starting to realize now, if not soon enough, is that this entire time, that they thought you were just a softie or a pushover or wounded in some way, but special, the entire time that they had these assumptions and misconceptions about you, now they've realized just how wrong they were and how this whole time you have been working on yourself. And it seems that you are building quite the amazing abundance for yourself. Like, it doesn't just have to be money, although it can be, but whatever makes you feel the most fulfilled, it seems you're gathering that and collecting that up. And be on the lookout for some signs and synchronicities that may give you clues towards things becoming more fortunate for you. Yeah, because you've been working hard and they haven't been. They've been busy lying in wait, stalking, watching you, trying to compare themselves to you. Meanwhile, you've been busy, focused on yourself, doing your own thing. And now, I pictured a pair of roller skates, like that's how fast you are moving into a better timeline and moving away from them. It's like, the portal is being closed forever, if not, perhaps, if not literally leaving physically, then most definitely emotionally. You've realized your heart belongs to yourself and you can protect it well and have discernment. and there's nothing they can do to try and stop that. They can try and pry and get nosy. I do sense that energy, and it's quite telling from some of these cards as well. Like, there's so much observation, so much looking, but also it's a combined energy of you are also planning for your future, for your own future, to be, you know, away from these inconsistent, selfish people, or however they treated you. Yeah, you've seen their true colors, and yeah, the door is closed. They may try to come back around, and it's very obvious, and try to swoop back in, or gain some intel about you, or these are the sort of frantic thoughts that are maybe in their mind or on their mind, you know, at this moment of time. And you know, the thing is, they really did not expect that from you, that you would change. They really didn't expect that you would heal yourself and to be able to grow to that extent. They thought you'd always keep small, that you were always insecure about being seen as the outlier, the sort of exception or outsider, you know, of the group. They may have tried intentional isolation or leaving you out of things, of groups, making you feel crazy or awkward, just so that they could have that something to hook onto you and to keep you there. But it didn't work. You have escaped, you know, and you've realized that your inner world belongs to no one but you. And now true balance is coming into your life, clarity and closure unlike you've ever had before or felt before. This will be grounding, healing, and yeah. So you may think, and you're right to ask or wonder, why are these people swooping in all of a sudden? All of a sudden, they want you back all of a sudden. They want to talk to you all of a sudden. They want to act and pretend like things are normal. What is really going on, you know? We're gonna find out the tea. So this is the real tea, and it is so telling. They want, and only take this if you intuitively feel that that is the case for you and that it resonates. This may only, you know, apply to some people, or you will have to apply it to your specific situation, and if it doesn't fit, then don't force it. So from these cards, it's clear that they want access to what you have, you know, this new glow up or new beautiful energy, whatever value they've realized in you now. That's actually what they want for themselves. It's like they want to discover your secret, or to find out how they can. It's very opportunistic energy. It's like but they're going to take their time with this. They're going to try not to make it too obvious. Some will be waiting for months perhaps, or even years, before they come back around to try and test the waters again, you know. But the truth is that they are agitated, and they still have a lot of unresolved issues within themselves, and it's like they want to use you to escape, or use you because they think that you're so lucky and you've just unlocked a magic secret that has made you transform. You know, they don't want to believe it was your inner work. They don't want to believe, you know, that you didn't get lucky. You were consistent. You did the inner work. You didn't shy away from being honest with yourself and do the tough thing to heal, you know. But yeah, it's all cope. It's cope when they think, oh, she's lucky or he's lucky, they're lucky, oh, anyone can do it, or oh, they must be like the favored one or chosen one, you know. They want to make all these narratives or think that way because it makes it easier for them to sleep at night peacefully without working on themselves, you know, and that is why. So please be careful about if people all of a sudden, or perhaps very slowly and gradually, as these cards may suggest, some people may be more impulsive and come back around fast in an awkward way, or some will be very calculating and lie in wait for you, basically, and subtly try to retest and see where the connection's at or where the situation is at, and want to rewrite history. So as always, use your discernment. Don't just take on people's words to you. Make sure they are consistent with their actions and that you feel right and aligned, you know. Maybe there are rare cases where they can actually take the time to heal and work on their issues, unresolved issues, and actually rise up to be a better person to themselves and all of their peers. And so the final advice I have for you, and this is very important, is that now you are at, if you resonate with this, you are at a crossroads, meaning that depending on what choice you make, it can lead to two very different outcomes. But don't worry, I'm sure you will make the right choice. So try not to make this choice to where you still hold on to resentment. Make sure you heal and get the full closure you need. Do not open the door or leave yourself susceptible to ideas like, oh, what if they actually change this time? That should be irrelevant, you know, in a way. If you have to use so much guesswork and be trying to figure out or analyze if they've changed or not, you know, then most likely they haven't. Or don't let anyone pull you back or shrink you, you know. So how do you let go of grudges? So I'm getting the sense that, and I know this is true, you know, because I've learned how to let go of grudges and fully move on from situations before in my life. And I found that this strategy works, you know. I'd want you to just consider this, you know. If it works for you, good. It may be useful to you. So consider everyone, including yourself, in a constant sort of fluid, fluctuating state where we aren't chained to our past behaviors and or any sort of assumptions. So you have to really be honest with yourself and figure out, are you still holding people to their past behaviors and obsessively thinking about it to the point where it's keeping you chained and feeling stuck in a situation that you don't have to be in? And remember, people are free to evolve or change, or it's up to them whether they decide to heal or do their inner work. But the best thing you can do for yourself is not wait for them. Just leave, emotionally distance or set boundaries, that will protect you at the end of the day, regardless of what they do, regardless of what they say or anything like that. And so eventually that will lead to more and more peace, but you have to keep practicing that. Never make, assumptions of people like, never say, oh, they must be talking about me, or they must be doing this, plotting against me. Because if you think in those ways, that's what keeps you small and stuck, where you could just be at peace, you know. And you can say to yourself, forget what these people do, I choose myself. I'm gonna be my natural, unmasked, authentic self, stay mad, you know. And eventually people won't be able to deny your success, you know, and how, you know, accomplished you are and you feel on both the inside and outside, and how stable you are, genuinely emotionally stable too. So eventually, you know, these things will definitely not affect you anymore. You know, you're on a different level and a different timeline now. Try to think of it as that. And as always, practice makes perfect. And yeah, choose to move on rather than stay stuck in grudges, resentment, and give yourself the full closure you need by yourself, and then move on fully without looking back. And that's all I have for you for now. If you resonated with this, please like, subscribe to see similar content. And for now, I'll be planning to make more collective readings, sometimes in-depth ones, you know, and sometimes just the standard 10 to 20 minute readings like this one. And hope you enjoyed this, and see you in the next one.